My husband, influenced by a friend, led me to Spiritism, and he said that it would be very good for me.
Our marriage was in bad shape, and then she tried other religions.
So I started following Spiritism. He didn't go, but I did.
The truth is that it was all a strategy of the devil to contaminate her mind and contaminate my dad's mind.
Time went by, more time went by.
I started panicking. I was desperate. I started hearing voices. I started seeing figures. And so one day, I was tired of that life. So I got up and I said, my God, if a train passed by right now, I'd grab my 3 kids and I'd jump under the train. I didn't consider killing myself just once. So what happened? I started fighting to be delivered on my own. But without God, there's no deliverance. 3 years after I started serving spirits, I made the decision.
She stopped serving those spirits. And then what happened? Time passed by, and the difficulties started to arise.
In 1986, Rosa considered killing herself again, but God changed her story.
All of a sudden, the moment I felt like killing myself, this power held on to me, and I heard, turn on the TV, and so Dr. Soares did this with his finger. You over there, you who think it's time for you to die. Oh, my sister, the devil wants to take your life, and you're allowing it. Lift up your head, he said. And so I felt that power. It was inside of me, and he said, I'm telling you to lift up your head and to say yes to Jesus. Then Dr. Soares said, repeat this prayer after me. During the prayer, the fire fell down. That was when I wept in the presence of God. I knelt down in front of the TV and I said, Father, if everything this man says is true, and if it happens in my life, I tell you right now, I accept Christ as my Savior. And I say yes to Jesus right now, no matter what comes. I will serve Jesus Christ at the International Grace of God Church. Brethren, let me tell you, God did the work.
She started watching and following Dr. Soares, and so we did the same.
I was baptized in 86 as soon as I joined the Grace of God Church.
When I was 6 years old, I joined the ways of the Lord together with my mom. When I was 14, I got baptized and accepted Jesus.
I decided to sponsor and contribute every month. The first week I went to church, my husband found out I was there. And he said, you're not going to become a Christian. If you become a Christian, I will leave you. On my way to church, I'd pass by where he gambled with his friends. I'd see my husband playing with 4 other people.
I was very addicted. It was worse than marijuana, worse than booze.
He's in your hands, God. I ask you to do what must be done. And so after some time, he said, let me give you a ride to church. He dropped me off at the church door, but he wouldn't come in. It was a 30-year battle.
God was breaking his heart. God was molding his heart.
At the end of 2019, he went to church, and in the beginning of 2020, he was baptized.
God owns my life now. It's amazing. It's wonderful. Our God is a wonderful God. And I'm very happy.
He comes to church, he's standing firm. Sometimes when I'm late, he says, hey, you're going to be late to church. Come on, let's go, he says. To me, God is the Lord Almighty. There's no other. He's our Father who guides us, who shows us the way.
God really changed. He changed our whole story, the story of our family.
What an amazing story, folks.